everybody, Basket here. Welcome back to TIS-100, a programming game. That's not really their catch line, but anyway. So what we're doing here is we're trying to beat SP on all of his scores. So let's go to the next program. So he has these number of nodes and so on. So I guess we can keep track of that ahead of time. So keep in mind we might want to use only 6, and then it's hard to count the number of lines of code. But anyway, so let's go ahead and start a new program. So this one is sequences are zero terminated, right? Read a sequence from in, okay. Write the sum to S, sum S, write it to S. Write the length to L, okay. So the sum so they're coming in as zero terminated strings. Interesting. Sometimes they might be actually 0 in this case. Okay, so we want to move up, down. I'm gonna try to use this stuff. He was 6. Interesting. Will I not be able to do it? Let's try and do less. Let's see if I can just do a bunch of math in here. Let's just move it down. I guess there's going to be a bunch of lines of code in here. So I'll need to start. And then if, then I guess move up into the register. If the register, if jump if equal to 0, send is move, let's see, let me think. Move the register down, and then you'll see this in a second. So move 0 right, and then otherwise, if it's not 0, I want to add the numbers together. Let me think. I want to. So I took the number and I put it here. So I'm initially going to put it there. No, let's just let's do this. Wow, this is tough. Okay, let me think. So if the number comes in here, I want to send it, and then I'm going to want to jump back to the top, but actually it's at the end of the program, so it doesn't matter. The idea I had was over here, I'm going to get the value from left, put it in there. Yeah, this is more complicated than I thought, because I only have one storage spot. What I was hoping is that I could do this, and then if it's 0, jump if it's 0 to send. But I need to have the value. So every time I'd have to take the current value I have, back it. I guess I could do that. Get the value from left. No, it's not back. Save, sorry. Save the value from that I have. I don't know what happens if you save, if your ACK is nothing. I guess they start at 0. Okay, good. So when we send, we're going to want to take the value from Well, okay, we'll do this first. So save the value, get the thing. If it's 0, go to send. Otherwise, add. We want to swap the value from save, and then add 1, and that'll increment the count. And then jump to start. And then send is, so that would be coming from here. So we want the value from there. So we want to swap, move the value from the register down. And we want to, I want to empty, no, yeah, there we go. Move 0 to the register and then start over. So I think this will work for every time I send it a number. If it's not 0, I think it'll increment the count. I believe this will work. So now over here, what we want to do is, what was the whole point of this whole thing? Oh, add it together. Add it up. We're going to add it up, but then if it's, okay, so maybe we could do the same technology we just discovered over there. So number comes in. So we want to start with saving it. And then we want to get the value. And then if that number is 0, we want to go to send. First thing we do in send is swap, get the value out of storage. And so I don't think we need this here. What we can do instead is after we get the value here, we can also move the value to the right, so that while this thing is doing the rest of it, it's sending the value over. So here is, if the value I just received is 0, then I want to go down to send, swap the thing out of storage, which is what we just put here, and then move it down. And then also clear the sum, the stored value. Okay. If it's not, we want to swap the value back in. No, because we just lost it then. If I want to add the register and the back, how might I do that? How interesting. What a predicament I'm in. I mean, I could send it down twice, but that's probably not good. Oh, I bet there's also these weird like jump commands where you can like jump a couple lines of code. That might be faster. That might be how I can do less cycles maybe. Anyway, okay, let's try that. So I guess we're going to send, oh, we have to store it then? Oh man. Okay, we'll try it. So let's take the value and store it. And then we'll move the value down. Move the value down. So we're going to send it twice. So what we're going to do here is take the value from up, and then send it to the right, so it gets it. And then if it's 0, we're going to jump down to send. So the first thing we'll do is we'll just remove the extra send, because we don't need it. It's 0. So that's an extra line of code we have to worry about. So a bunch of extra stupid code. If it's not 0, then what we want to do is swap, and then we want to add up. So take the value that he's sending me again and add it to the register. And then at this point we want to jump back to start, and it'll jump back to start and then save the value again and then do the whole loop. So this might work I think I'm using less cells than he did, less nodes, but probably more lines of code. I wish I could, I guess. Okay, so let's see. So my sum ended up being 0. Oh, so it's off by, interesting. Okay, so that's interesting. So it's working, but it's like the sum is getting an extra 0 in the process. Oh, this here. Oh, I see. Okay, sorry. This line of code here. This is supposed to be take the second send from up here and then throw it in trash. Okay, let's try again. Yay! So I have more cycles, less nodes, and less instructions than SP. I feel accomplished. Okay, cool. Awesome. All right, let's go to the next one. New program. So he has 4 cells, 17 lines of code. So read a value from in, compare values to previous values, write 1 if changed by 10 or more. If not true, write 0 instead. The first input is always 0. Okay, so first one is always 0. I don't know why it's important. So this is changed by at least 10. Compare the value of the previous values, right? If changed by more than 10. So what I'm curious on is like, let's see, let's find an example. So this case here. So this is, it does the output of 1. It changed, but it was a negative change. Okay. Interesting. All right. Output. Read a value from in. Compare values to previous value. Write 1 if changed by 10 or more. If not true, write 0 instead. Okay. So so we want to take the value from up. That's the first step. And then let's move it down. Let's get our stuff closer to the end. Move up, down. And then we want to let's move up to the register. Let's have this guy send it twice. I don't know if that's a very good approach to it, but that seems like it works the last couple times. So we're send it. So get the value, send it twice. I don't think I like that. Four. I mean, he had 4. Trying to beat SP. Move. Because one thing I can do is like take the value down and like send one over here, one over there, and now they're different sources, and it's easier to compare. I guess. Maybe not. Let's assume we want to do this. So the first value we have is always going to be 0. And then our register is 0. So if we take this, if we take the top, and let's if we subtract up from the register, if the value is, because we want like the absolute value. And I don't think there's a function for that. So we'll have to make our own. Okay. So let's actually move this a little higher up so we have a little bit more room. Oh, here we go. Use this. So then this is just going to be, the thing I was just making. So subtract up from the register. So in this case 0, and then next time it'll be, in this case, negative 32. So if the value is greater than 0, then we want to jump to oh, in fact, we don't have to. We could do the other cool thing, the other cool jump. So this is, we want to do RO 2. So it's going to skip the next command. So then what we want to do is we want to negate the register. So if the value. Oh no, I still wanted to do. That doesn't really help me, I guess. All right, fine. So if the value is greater than 0, jump to math. And then otherwise we want to negate the thing, and then we can just go right to math. So this is, if it's already positive, then you can go to there. So now what we want to do is we want to, so now we have a positive number. We want to subtract 10 from the value. And then, oh, right, sorry. It's automatically. All right, so subtract 10 from the thing. If it is wait. If it is greater than 0, then that means that we're going to output a 1. So we'll do send 1 is the label, is move 1 down. And then otherwise it's going to do move 0 down. But, so move up right, move left down. But we need to pull another thing off the stack and then store it. Because this is just going to compare, the first one comes through, but we need to store it. So we need to so the second time it comes through, so let's jump to, we're actually going to cheat and we're going to make start be not actually at the top. But so if we make start here, then we can take the value from the top again the second time it comes through, because the first time we've subtracted it here, but we haven't otherwise. The other one's still sitting there. So we can move the thing from the top and put that in the register. This might work? Question mark? Jump to start. Down. Let's see if this fails. It'll probably fail. Or not. It might just work. Oh, it failed. What did it fail? Which ones did it fail in? Okay, so it fails if it is exactly equal. Okay, we can deal with that. So, so this test here is not quite right. So what we want to do is we want to say if the number is less than 0, then we want to send 0. So then here we'll send 1. Here we'll send 0 and 0. Try again. Yay! More cycles than him. Same number of nodes, less instructions. Yes, I'm a winner. All right. Well, that is the end of the episode. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.